we're gonna do some rant and rave right now because I just watched a video from W Love Slots, right? About Huff and More Puff. And it says win. Biggest win ever her biggest win ever on Huff and More Puff. I hate to tell you this, but that's not your biggest win on Huff and More Puff. That's bullshit. You know, I don't like it when people title videos biggest win, biggest jackpot, most spins ever. When you watch the videos, when you watch the videos, right? They're literally not the biggest wins, and they're not the biggest jackpots. It's all to get your people's attention, right? The zoo is good. The zoo is good. I found my NutriBullet thing. I just, I feel like, I feel like, I feel like people are very misleading. It's like when you go to a supermarket, right? And they tell you buy one get one free, or buy one get half off, or they're like this, or they'll screw up at, like, say, a place like Taco Bell. You know, I rather see a losing video than always just some wins and bonuses. You know that I understand a lot of slot channels are afraid to put out losses. That's why when Sarah Slot Lady first came out, before Victor came on her channel and destroyed that channel, and she would play. She wouldn't just show you wins; she would also show you her losses. I personally think Victor fucked up that channel. You know, I personally think Victor fucked up that channel. And at least when you watch Easy Life, he he shows you wins, he shows you losses. You know, he shows you bullshit, and he also misleads people. He also misleads people when he puts out his videos and stuff. It's all to catch somebody's attention. You know, it's way you title your video is a way to catch people's attention. If I put out a video, right, and I say my biggest win ever on Huff and More Puff, right, and it's not my biggest win on Huff and More Puff, then I call bullshit. I don't care that you get. I don't care that you got almost 10,000 subscribers. You didn't do it by yourself. You had a lot of help. You had a lot of help. You know, try doing the channel by yourself from scratch. Build your audience from scratch without anybody helping you one bit. You had no help. You had so much help. You had so much help. You know, and it's so ridiculous. And then you cry. You cry because people make fun of you, or because people are trolling you. Well, you bring this stuff. You bring this on your own. You bring this on yourself when they're trolling you, because you're the way you misleading people with your videos, the way the way the way you are. This is very misleading. That's why Cheryl's going after you. That's why Easy Life is going after you. That's why everybody's going after you, because you're misleading people. I watch your videos every single day, and that was probably the second or third video I've seen that you literally. I don't know if you meant to write it like that or to mislead people. You know, but when you put out a video, don't mislead people, because people can see through bullshit. You know, personally, like me, if I'm done with the casino, I'm gonna keep doing New York because I'm originally from New York. I could do as many places as the next person. I actually have fun. The last 2 days just doing New York, going to Coney Island, going to the Bronx. I could go to Staten Island. Maybe that's next. Maybe Staten Island is next. Maybe that's next on the list. Maybe Staten Island Mall. You never know. You never know. Maybe we're gonna cover all the areas in New York. We're gonna cover Yonkers, Staten Island, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, all over. Long Island, Rockabone, everywhere. We're gonna try to do as much in New York as possible, and see if we can make if it makes a difference for the channel. I personally feel like I personally feel like the gambling part of the channel is okay, but it's not the solution to getting the channel to go where it needs to go. I feel like the part of the channel that needs to go is to show people is to show people outside of the casino. Is to show people areas and places they never will see or never will go to. So yeah, Bronx Zoo was so much fun. There was no Wi-Fi at all today. Coney Island is really nice, and we're just gonna come up with more stuff, and we're also gonna be doing more concerts on the channel. Next concert up is gonna be Bryan Adams, June 9th on the channel, and we're gonna work our way around the city. We're gonna do our research. I believe there's two things I want to talk about today. There is an expo in Vegas the week of June 4th to June 8th in Vegas. It's not G2E. It is an expo that people like you learn how to do stuff, and it's at the South Point Casino, and it's drawing my interest. It's for 3 days. It's at South Point Casino in Vegas. I want to, and they say you can either do online or you can go in person. I want to see if I can even. I want to see if I can even get a ticket out to Vegas because Vegas is such a hard ticket to get, and it's so hard to get. It's so hard to get out of work and this and that, and then get a room and stuff. Oh my god, this asshole! This guy gotta go fuck off. Seriously. He gotta go. He gotta go serious. He gotta go seriously fuck off before I put him on my channel. I put him seriously on my channel. If I see him go live, I will put him on my channel from my other phone. So he better watch it. June. He better watch it. He better watch it. I have my other phone. I met Vegas Little Roller before. He's a cool guy. He's Vegas Little Roller is a cool guy. I met a couple other guys in Vegas. Yeah, so he better cut his shit before I put him on my channel and see people actually see what he's doing, sitting in the dark watching me live stream. Cause you know something, he does this on purpose. The convention is. Let me tell you in a sec. The convention's at South Point Casino. It's not G2E, just to tell you. G2E is in October. That's with the slot machine manufacturers and all new slot games coming out. We're talking about Stupid Brad. The convention is shit. Oh yeah, Thursday I'm supposed to go to a book signing at Strand Book. Thursday I'm supposed to go to. The convention is Let me see this. I have this somewhere. Let's see. Oh man, where the hell is it? They've been advertising. They've been advertising this for months. Oh my god, where the hell is this? This guy's got me all fucked up in the head now. It's the largest convention. It is called the Event Industry Expo. It's the Event Industry Expo in Las Vegas. It's at the South. It's at the South Point Casino. It's from June 4th. It's from June 4th to the 8th of June. Personally, you know who I think should go to this one? I think Slanista should go. If she could get off from work. But I doubt it. You know, I doubt. It's so hard to get off from work when you actually work for a living. I'm actually free that week. I don't have to work the garden until that Friday. And if I could get a flight out, I could get a room. I could get a room at Bally's. If not, I could do it virtually. Because it's free tickets. It's free tickets. It's free tickets. You know, nobody cares about you, Brad. See you later, Brad. Bye, Brad. Nobody cares. It's at South Point Casino, South Park Hotel and Casino. Until he gets a clue, every time he comes in with a screen name, I'm just gonna keep blocking him until he gets a clue. Stop being an asshole. So there's a Expo Hall 3-day pass. That's for free. Then there's Expo 3-day hall access pass Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with one raffle ticket for $34.99. Expo Plus Education Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with a keynote pass and two raffle tickets for $129. A VIP pass for $229, and a virtual Expo Pass 3-day virtual hall pass for $19.99 plus $234. Oh, they got a virtual pass. Oh shit. Yeah, that could be cool too. If you can't be there in person, you could sign up. You could sign up virtually. How would you like to be able to watch that through? How would you like to be able to? How would you like to see this virtually on my channel? Or would you want me to like go all the way to Vegas and spend a lot of money for this virtual? I think the virtual pass would be pretty cool. It's a virtual expo pass, 3-day virtual hall pass is $19.99 plus $234.3. So it's dependent if I could get a flight out. I've known about this for a while, but I think Slanista would be good for this because she always talks about her Slanista brand and stuff like that, and in Big Channel Energy and stuff. And I think that would be a great idea for her. I mean, for me, like personally, I want to get away from the slots because I feel like they're a total waste of time and a total waste of money. I personally want to get away from doing slots on this channel. If anything, if I'm gonna do slots on the channel anymore, my rule is gonna be we're just gonna be doing free play until I stop getting offers, and then I don't have to like play down there anymore. Right now, I have my offers for June are just too good to go, too good not to go. Every time I put food things on, every time I put a food video out on my channel, it always does good. What is up with like all this when I'm cooking something, and people will just watch my YouTube shorts for cooking stuff? Should I? I'm wondering if I should be a foodie. Show you Max surprise. That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if I should be a foodie. A foodie art guy, you know. I feel like being a foodie is a fun job, and going to different places, like, and also whatever videos I don't bring out, my girlfriend sends me. So she went to the Mahan East River today, so I'm gonna have that tomorrow. It's just so much. It's so much fun. It's so much fun hearing the responses sometimes from some people, and gearing up to see other people what they want to do and stuff. I want. I personally want new people to come to the channel. I want people to like feel like they can talk to me anytime they want to, online or offline. I want them to feel like they can actually talk to me. You know, I feel like I feel like I feel like personally, slot or no slot, you can still have a great channel. You know, I mean this is really good. This is mac and this is mac and cheese pasta surprise. I did the rice. I did the rice in a bag, and some of the pasta. I blended it up and I put it in the water. Then I got the mac and cheese, which is a Campbell one from the can, and I put it. I waited till the pasta was all cooked. Then I put the can in, and then mixed it all up. And remember, like if you don't literally if you don't literally eat it one time, if you don't eat it one day, you could save it for dinner the next day. And let me tell you, I had I have is blue stuff in there. Is how are you? When you get the power, they have the Powerade mix they sell in the store. Then they have the little packets Powerade Zero mix. More and more like I'm cutting down on certain stuff because I see the prices. If you walk in the store, I got 12 eggs for $4 today. I don't know if that's a great deal or not compared to what I've seen in stores, but 12 eggs for $4 was actually it's probably $2 more than what it was. So it is what it is. And I don't care like if somebody's gonna come back to me and say, "Well, why do you call out this person just because they have so many more subscribers than you do, or what?" So I'm just saying, don't mislead people with your videos. Put out your videos. Try to look over what you're doing with wrong when you're editing, and try not to be so thirsty all the time. because it doesn't look good to be so thirsty all the time. You know, is it the fact that you're trying to make a living out of doing the channel, or the fact that you're trying to? I don't know what you're trying to do, because 10,000 subscribers is not a really big channel. A big channel is like, say, like 100,000 plus. It's still a small channel, and ultimately in the end, anybody that plays in the casino, they know they could win, they can know they could lose. In the end, the casino is always going to win. That's why I realized a lot. I realized going to the Greek festival, going to Taco Bell, going to the zoo, going to and going to Coney Island and doing all this stuff. I'd rather have people that actually watch the channel. I don't care about really count, because one day you could have 50,000 people in here, and the next day you'll have like maybe 5. I did my channel when I had 0 people in this channel. I did this channel when I had 0 people. The Wi-Fi in the Bronx Zoo sucked. I've been to the Central Park Zoo, which is a lot smaller than Bronx Zoo. Bronx Zoo, they say it was like about 5 miles around. I don't know if that's the truth, but I walked all the way around it. And a lot of animals were sleeping today, except for those turtles. Those turtles are slowly. I think they were slowly humping each other. They were, you you can tell they're like that's the slowest sex ever. The female turtle is on all fours, and the male turtle is like trying to hold on. It's literally like somebody asked me a question today. When a turtle has sex, when does a new baby turtle get born? So we're gonna get you the answer right now. We're gonna find out the answer today, because I couldn't answer them. So turtles. So here we go. Well, turtles lay eggs, right? So pretty much what happens is a male turtle and a female turtle will do it, right? The male turtle fertilizes pretty much the egg, right? And then the female turtle lays up to 100 eggs, which incubate in a warm sand for about 60 days. So after 60 days, after 1 month, baby turtles are born. So it takes about 1 month. How does a turtle give birth? Baby turtles are hatchlings start out as eggs that are laid in nests on beaches around the world. Once ready to hatch, they break out of the egg with an egg tooth, called a carbuncle, and move slowly up the sand until they get to the surface and then head to the water. How long do turtles give birth? 45 to 70 days. The incubation time for most species is 45 to 70 days. Researchers indicate that sex of an embryo is dependent on the temperature of the nest. 1 month do turtles give birth. A sea turtle lays eggs into a nest dug in the sand every year from about May to September. Nesting females sea turtles emerge from the Gulf of Mexico to use the beaches of Gulf to lay the eggs. The turtles do not take care of the babies. Once a female deposits her clutch of eggs, they are on their own. Box turtles offer no parental care of egg hatchlings. Now we know. 60 days is 2 months, so pretty much turtles don't give a shit about their babies. It's like wham bam, thank you ma'am. So I was at Coney Island the other day, and this person they bought two turtles from somebody on the street, and the food and stuff for $20, right? I don't think it's illegal to sell turtles on the street. I think you need a license. You know, like so. Yeah, so turtles do not stay away. And then with hamsters, well, hamsters are a different story. We're not gonna go there with hamsters because hamsters are like we can't go there with the hamsters. They're like hamsters are horrible. Hamsters are, we can't go there with the hamsters. They're just horrible to their babies. Forget about that. So that was the answer. Like somebody thought I worked in the zoo today because I was walking around with my staff jacket that I got from the Mets. They thought I worked there because literally like I knew where everything was after an hour. I knew where like all the places were. I literally walked around that place in less than 2 hours. And you know what's crazy is like I don't know if that's really 5 miles. I really don't know if that's really 5 miles. It doesn't seem like 5 miles to me. It really I've done 5 miles. I've done 5.5 miles from Flushing to Bayside in under 2 hours. And then you know what? I don't know if that was really 5 miles. It's I did get hungry after I did get hungry after 2 hours. That's why I had to take a break. I had the pizza. We had pizza, pepperoni pizza for lunch, cheesy fries, and we got the drink. I got Miriam. I have got her two necklaces now. One from the one from Greek festival, and then one from I got her one from the Bronx Zoo. You know, so yeah, I want to focus more on New York stuff, and maybe we'll go to Pennsylvania. Maybe we'll go to Boston. You know, like we'll do our research. We're gonna start doing our research into other states and other attractions. You know, I think that's more fun than to keep doing the casino thing because I like the casino, but in a way, it's like I work so hard. I work so hard for all the money I make, just to like throw it away on a slot machine or on a table is like it's a waste of my time. I heard this anteater at the Bronx Zoo, which is a female. She's like 25 years old today, right? She's 25 years old. They only live to 25. So they said once she dies, they're gonna put another anteater in there. It's not an antelope, it's an anteater. And they say like anteaters, you can't like their claws will kill you. Like that petting zoo they had, at the that petting zoo they had at the Bronx Zoo was pretty cool for the kids. I even liked it, like the llamas and the peacocks, the couple of a turkey walking around. That turkey, I felt so bad. I felt so bad that I eat meat. Felt so bad. Looking at the turkey with the tortellini mouth. Oh God, I just couldn't. The turkey has a tortellini mouth. You know, I knew a girl like that once. I seriously knew. I think one or two girls like that like once. So if your thing is like literally tortellini, that means you've been around one too many guys. So I think I knew about one or two girls like that once. One girl, I had crazy fun. One one of the orangutans was peeing, and you tell it was a female because the female was just like one in one spot and just like was taking forever. And usually with a male, he'll go in one spot and then he'll go to another spot. So anyway, the orangutan said to me today after she got done peeing, she's like, "Do you know where Coffee Joe is?" I was like, "Coffee Joe? What do you mean, Coffee Joe?" She's like, "You know, Yo Angie's husband." She, how do you know him? Well, she said, well, you know, we before Yo Angie came around, before Yo Angie came around, we were kind of best friends. But once Yo Angie came around, I kind of went to the zoo and they got hitched. So, long story short, the gorilla got married to this really big gorilla, and they had babies, and the story was, you know, because of Coffee Joe, the gorilla met her future future gorilla husband because of Coffee Joe, because Coffee Joe spotted the gorilla at the coffee shop one day and said to the gorilla, "You know what? You see this? You see this awesome gorilla? Her name is Betsy. I think you should. I think you should like definitely ask her out. You know, I think she's the one." So so George asked out Betsy, and then a couple years later, they had a couple gorillas, and then they sent a postcard to Coffee Joe with the Starbucks gift card and says, "Thank you very much, Coffee Joe. If you ever need any bananas, we will be sure to give you some bananas." Uh, the zoo was very hot. I love my stories. I love my stories because you know it could happen. Could happen. I tell you the other day I was in Bryan Park. Then I went to Coney Island. Then I ended up in St. James Place, which is in Brooklyn. Then I ended up in Flushing. Then I got back to Bayside. And luckily I had my power banks. If I didn't have my power banks, right? I had two power banks with me fully charged, right? I charged my phone with the power banks that day about 4 times. Thank God I had those power banks with me. Because I got off at the wrong stop. I looked around. I've never been to St. James Place. It's a nice area. Got back on the train. Took the G train to the 7 train, which is I took the 7 train, and then I took the 7 train back to. I took the 7 train back to Flushing. I waited for the express. See, living in New York, if you don't drive a car, and you have to learn how to use a public transportation. So if you get lost, right? If you literally get lost, then you have to find your way back home. So when I get lost, I find my way back. That's just how we do it. Is it sad that I'm at this point with the channel where I literally don't want to do that much more slot adventures? I don't feel sad about it. I've been gambling since 2017. For the last 6 years, I've been gambling, right? I've had some good streams, I've had some shitty streams. I've had some really good luck, and I've had some shitty luck. And I'm not one to say, but like it's really not worth my time most of the time. Because like I watch other channels, and I watch they just putting up just the wins, not the losses. And I know in order to win big, you have to lose first, and that's reality. But since I've done this channel, and I've had this channel for over 4 years, and we're almost at 4,000 subscribers. We'll get there when it happens, right? I've seen channels disappear. I've seen the biggest channels disappear. I've seen the smallest channels disappear. I've seen people like gang up on each other. I've seen people backstab each other. Yeah, it's hard to beat an addiction. Gambling is a hard addiction. It's kind of like drinking. Kind of like drinking. I went to Dwayne Reed today, right? Oh, I went to Dwayne Reed, and then I bought some stuff I bought some stuff that I needed, right? Laundry detergent, some soaps, food, cereals and stuff. Anyway, I get out of Dwayne Reed, right? I see all these guys with the black sunglasses on, right? And you see all these black SUVs, right? And they look like secret agents, right? Well, guess who it was? Guess who was in Flushing today? You would never guess who was in Flushing today. The mayor of New York was in Flushing today. The second African American mayor ever to be a mayor in New York. Who is the other African American mayor before Adams? If you can correctly guess this, then you know your New York history. New York has had 2 African American mayors. Before Adams, who was the other African American mayor before Adams? Because remember, most of the mayors in New York have been white. And then also the presidents of the United States. How many presidents of the United States? Dinkins, thank you. Correct. Drinking. That is correct. Dinkins, David Dinkins. How many terms did he How many terms was he mayor for? And that's a good one. These are good questions. How many terms was he mayor for? And what year was he mayor? I don't even know. I don't even know the answers to that. But that was a good. These are good questions. New York. You know, that is. We're gonna come up with New York trivia, right? We're gonna bring back trivia night. We're gonna come up with New York trivia, right? New York trivia, some sports trivia, some science trivia. I'm gonna come up with some really interesting trivia questions, right? And you could use Google to look up the answers. You could use Google to look up the answers. Like, you know Harry Styles, right? What group was Harry Styles in before 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 he went single? What group was he in? Was it A, NSYNC, B, Backstreet Boys, 3, LFO, or 4, One Direction? These are it's always the last one that I say, right? If you do a test or a trivia, right? And if it says all of the above, you usually go with all of the above. One term, right? Let's see if we're correct here. David Dinkins, right? What year was David Dinkins? David Dinkins, right? So his name is David Dinkins. Former mayor of New York. He's from Trenton, New Jersey. He actually passed away November 23rd, 2020. He had 2 children. He also had was an American political lawyer who also served as the 168th mayor of New York from 1990 to 1993. So, how long was the mayor term? Is it 3 years? Term or term limits? Let's see. City of New York began in 1835 for a term of 1 year, extended to 2 years after 1849. 1897, the Charter of the Constellation City stipulated that a mayor was to be elected for a single 4-year term. So whoever said that David Dinkins was in office for 1 term, you were correct. I'm surprised I actually knew who the other mayor was after Adams, before Adams. You know, I'm surprised I actually knew that. The Celtics are winning today? Congratulations. Congratulations, Celtics. That's really good. The Celtics won. The Mets lost to the Cubs 7-2. The Braves lost to the Dodgers 8-1. The Yankees beat the Orioles 6-5. Yankees keep winning. 6-5 win. The Mets lost 7-2. I think Judge had another home run today. You know? It's on my YouTube Shorts. I don't have any shorts on right now. I can't do it. Sorry. Too much information. I gotta look up my YouTube Short. I had to do my laundry, so all my shorts and stuff is drying. We're not doing no sex show today. We already had enough sex on the channel today. Literally had enough sex on this channel. No more, no finger blasting. The turtles already did enough. I'm excited. I'm excited for the Astoria Festival and other stuff. I mean, Yankees are only 5 games out of first now. Even though the Mets lost today, they're only 4.5 games out of. They're only 4.5 games out of first. So the Mets need to do something else on this road trip. Because they won 5 in a row. You lose one, right? Then you have to get back on that horse. Alonso had 2 RBIs today. So I guess Alonso did all the scoring. Alonso's having a great season. Yeah, Alonso's having a great season so far. Batting average is not really doing so well, but I think he's gonna be All-Star this year, no problem. I think Aaron Judge will be All-Star. And Toronto demolished the Rays 20-1 behind Vladdy's 6 RBIs. And the Vegas Knights are 1 win away from the Stanley Cup. Wow. Club Pro Block away led by Fanfare, a message from MJ. Oh, wow. What is that? Michael Block led by Fanfare, a message from Michael Jordan. Michael Block wants to apologize to his friends. I'm sorry I haven't gone back to you, said Block, who finished tied for 15 at the last week's PGA. And he received Tuesday. He was able to return. It came from Michael Jordan. It seems that the Basketball Hall of Fame and avid golfer took notice of Block wearing Jordan's brand shoes last week at Oak Hill Country Club. That's really good. I can't wait. What is what behind me? What is a black material behind you? That is a TV. Let's see, a mirror with some stuff. A blanket, some Funko Pops. And what so? It's crazy. So the Yankees beat the Orioles 6-5 in extra innings. Another walk-off win for the Yankees. I knew the Yankees would wake up. Judge hit another home run. He's on fire right now. This guy. Judge is starting to warm up. Yeah, Judge is starting to really warm up right now. And then the Mets, Alonso's been on a tear. Got to get somebody else to start hitting the ball out. But Alonso almost got 20 home runs. Yeah, Pete Alonso's been on a really good tear lately. But yeah, they need to have other people hitting besides Pete Alonso. And you need the whole team to hit. Pete Alonso has 19 home runs for the season. and 44 RBIs. He's on a tear right now. So at this point, by the All-Star break, if he hits like 30 or 40, he'll have a good chance. Anyway, that's my stream for tonight. Thanks for watching all my short videos today. And being supportive of the channel no matter what I say or whatever. And I'm glad I could voice my opinion. And we'll see you guys on the next stream, as usual. And remember to vote for all the upcoming stuff that I'm going to be doing for the channel. Your vote counts. What are we going to do and where we're going to go. Because I'm trying to come up with more ideas to showcase on the channel. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Russ's Web Variety Channel. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.